Hey everybody, Julie Murphy here, and it is time to get rid of all that financial fear. Why are we starting to become fear-based? Why? Because they're talking about a recession. Why? Because they're talking about maybe your jobs, maybe you have to go back, or maybe. Stop tapping into the maybes. This is because we completely have to be in our power and make decisions from the most self-loving place and not repeat the pattern of us going into financial fear patterns. And this actually can apply to any part of your life, but let's just talk about it financially because I am seeing this happen a lot with my clients this week in terms of my job is shifting and they're wanting me to come back into the office more, or I know I need to go get a job, but they're telling me that the only jobs that are out there are like, no, we require you to come in 40 hours a week into the job. So I want you to start to recognize, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to recognize where you're trying to be entrained by others. I am watching as my clients are going on job interviews or they're going into the reviews with their employers. Be very, very aware where other people or employers or your family, whomever, is trying to entrain you to go into a direction that is not necessarily in the direction of your own inner knowing. This is where the first step of the process that I walk people through, it's about picturing the life that it is that you want to create. And I'm going to be doing a program soon called Impact. And this program is about you really setting your intentions of what it is that you want to create. And don't veer from that at all, because the words coming out of somebody else's mouth or the TV or whatever that you're listening to is just somebody else trying to entrain you to do the things that they want you to do to make their world work. Does that make sense? And that may or may not work for you. Now, you may decide to play the game and you may decide to actually say, you know what? I'm okay with being entrained to a certain level because I'm on the bridge and I want this job and I want this cash flow and I want it to work this way. But you have to recognize that that's only going to then be for a period of time while you still ferociously go after what it is that you want. You still go on job interviews. You still do everything while maybe you're having the paycheck come in and you're being entrained by others. Does that make sense to you? Because often what happens is that you have a fear of recession, right? Then we go, oh my God, I better hold on to my job because I don't really know. Like if people actually were aware that today there's more jobs than there are people actually available to work. And I don't necessarily know if people would go to as many fear-based responses if we actually knew how much personal power that we have in the current environment of when I'm making this video of what's going on with the job selection. So, but even if the job arena in the macro environment was different, does that really actually make a difference? Why is it that you should choose anything in your life that is not in alignment, not only with you financially, but what your personal dreams and goals are, and what makes you laugh, and what makes you have fun? Why is it that we can't go to a job and get a paycheck and actually have fun at the same time? We can. We just have to decide that that's an actual option to do. So what I really want you to do this week is I really want you to look at, as you're making decisions and as you're stepping into things, how is your response system actually being entrained by others? Look at it. You're probably going to grieve a little bit because once you see it, you can't turn it off. You then start to see it everywhere. And this is where it's super important for you then just to get more in tune with who you are. What kind of job do you want? I had someone tell me today, Julie, I couldn't believe it. I saw this job on LinkedIn and it was this job that said, and it's a requirement that you have to work remotely in a foreign country for at least 30 days in a year. Now, most people, that may make them run. For this person, It made them giggle so much because that's all that they want. While they're going on job interviews and they're all telling you, you have to stay put, you have to stay in the office, you have to stay here. And instead, she's like going, I can't live that way. I got to be like a free bird and I got to go. I got to flap my wings. And I'm like, flap your wings, girl. So she reached out. She's got an interview. She's going down the interviewing process. And I'm telling you, because it makes her giggle, she's going to get the income she wants. She's going to get the flexibility in the job she wants. And she gets to travel because half of her job has to be remotely in a foreign country. And she's totally excited about that. So take a look at where you're negotiating yourself away because you're allowing other people to entrain you into something that actually is not your true being. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll chat soon. Take care.